the spirituality of creativity and play.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
That's our hope. And fun is something I think that it doesn't have to be. Fun can be a lot of things. Play is not necessarily just running around being silly, but play is anytime you do something for its own enjoyment. And so our guest, the Reverend Lyle Garrity, will be coming. She happens to be a visual artist and will use the medium of art as a way to invite people into this space of creativity. But you don't have to be an artist. You don't even have to be all that spiritual. What you have to be is willing to kind of go with the flow, be open to an experience with other people in community. There's no pressure to produce any great works. This is about opening our hearts and really kind of lightening our hearts through the activities that she'll be guiding us through.
When you do this every year, it really is the focus of getting people prepared and thinking about the Lenten season.
Right. And so some people might ask, well, why are you doing play at the beginning of Lent? Lent's supposed to be a serious time. Lent's a heavy time. And I think what we're trying to do is understand Lent. It's really not a new way of understanding Lent, but it's I think just trying to get at the core of what Lent really is, which is looking at ourselves, opening our hearts to God, and engaging in those things that help us to be honest about where we are and how we've drifted away from God and how we can come back to God. So for me, and these exercises in creativity and play are about kind of getting into what some people call the zone, into that openness, where we can sense God moving and working, and also kind of looking at ourselves. I think these experiences of play kind of give you an opportunity to look inward as well and kind of see where you are, and that then informs the way in which we go through our Lenten journey, the way in which we kind of say, okay, what is it that I need right now in my life so that I can draw back closer to God. And I think play is a wonderful way to just get people to just get people out of their routine, out of a rut, and look at things in a fresh way.
Well, and I've always thought that the topics you choose, and they've been a wide variety since you and I have been doing these over the last few years, but it really does. I guess one of the hopes is that for the person who may have drifted away and may not be involved in church, and they come to this and they see that maybe there's a gap, there's something missing, and that they want to pursue it more, whether it's here or whether it's elsewhere.
Yeah, and that's why we're always trying to open it to everyone. This is not an insider activity by any means, and so what we're hoping is that by people participating in our Lenten weekend, like you said, wherever they're coming from, it just kind of helps them go a little deeper, helps them think about their own spiritual journey. Last year we did a weekend on meditation, and what people seemed to need was just a chance to slow down in the midst of the busyness. This year we're offering this play, creativity, in a time when there's so much seriousness in the world, and also a lot of division, and I think activities like the ones we're going to be doing and the things we're going to be talking about are things that can bring people together. We can be in this playful space, across a lot of different, all different types of people can come into this space together, and it's a welcoming space.
Starts Friday night, goes through the weekend, and just check the St. George's website for the schedule.
Yeah, there'll be a talk Friday evening, a potluck meal, because we love food at St. George's. A potluck meal on Friday evening, followed by a talk with Lyle Garrity, and then Saturday is more of a I hesitate to call it a workshop. Let's call it a play shop.
Yeah.
From 2 to 5. That will involve some hands-on making a little mess, which will be fun. And and I think part of the messiness is recognizing that our lives are messy too, and so we get comfortable being a little messy and finding God in those spaces. So 2 to 5 on Saturday, and then Sunday morning, Lyle will be here at our morning services, 9 and 11:15, and at 5:30. She's actually going to create a painting through the course of the day. So she'll be painting as we are having our worship services, and she'll preach, and then she'll have a talk at 10 o'clock at our forum. So any or all of those pieces, people are welcome to participate in.
Thanks for doing this. This is you open it up, and it really is kind of a gift to the community in the Lenten season.
All are welcome, and we hope people will come and explore their own ways of being creative and playful, and as we begin this season.